Hey Rockstars, Troy Dean here from Rockstar Empires, and I'm down here in Geelong in Victoria, which is about 90 kilometres west of Melbourne, and I'm in an office space of a buddy of mine, Michael McHenry. This is a company called Superannuation Advisors Australia, and what Mike does is he does audits of self-managed super funds for accounting firms. I met Mike about 4 years ago, I think, at a conference, a business blueprint conference run by Dale Beaumont. I was speaking and Mike was one of the attendees, and we got chatting in the bar afterwards, and we just clicked straight away. We just instantly hit it off, and we're both big believers in frameworks, and we both just started talking about business and frameworks, and we just really hit it off. And about a month ago, I came down here to spend the day with Mike, and he wanted to show me around the offices that he's built here. He's got pool tables and a golf simulator and table tennis tables, and he's built a great team, got a great culture, and he's really passionate about culture. So I came down to spend some time with him because I wanted to ask him and pick his brain about what it means to build a team and how he builds a culture and how he's become a leader and how he gets his team to buy into his vision. And he wanted to pick my brain a little bit about processes and marketing automation and some of the tools that we use. Anyway, we had such a great day, and throughout the day we kept saying, man, we should be recording this because we want to go back and revisit the conversation so that we can remember what we were talking about. He wants to remember some of the tools that I mentioned and some of the processes I showed him, and I want to remember some of the things that he was talking to me about regarding, team culture and leadership. So we thought, you know what the hell? Let's get together and do this once a month, and let's bring the cameras and the microphones and film it so that we can remember it, and then we'll post it up online, and hopefully you guys watching this will be able to learn something from us as well, and hopefully you'll find it helpful, and if not, you'll get to see us play some 8-ball and some golf and have some fun, and hopefully it might be entertaining for you for 5 or 10 minutes at the most. So anyway, without further ado, I hope wherever you are watching this video that you get something out of this. We'd love to hear your comments and hear what you want to learn about next. So without further ado, let's go and meet my friend Mike McHenry.
If you have a business, there's 3 key things you need to have. You need to have fantastic product that people want to buy at the right price.
Yep.
You need to have great systems to deliver that product.
Yep.
And you need fantastic people.
Yep.
And I think you could have the best product at the best price, and you could have the best systems that money can buy. But if you haven't got the people all on board where they're really working together and actually really care about each other, have a lot of fun together, they get to know each other, well, you really can't get the maximum out of that business. You're not going to really maximise the bottom line and get the benefit for your staff as well. The way I look at it, with your business, I think it's fairly similar in that you really care about your staff. For me, I believe I've got a responsibility to make them fantastic. That's that's how I treat everything. I look at it and say, when I put someone on, they've got parents. So one day when my kids are old enough, I just hope they find a place to work where they love it and they're looked after and they're encouraged, just so that, and they feel that they've really got a purpose there. That they can develop into something and really maximise their potential. That's all I ask for. It's not about the money.
Why do you do that though? Because how did that happen? Because most employers don't think like this. Most employers think, okay, I've got a hole in my team that needs filling. You've got a skill set. You seem okay. Let's employ you and let's either milk everything we can out of you, or let's just here's your job, here's your KPIs, here's your pay. Stop your whinging. Come to work, go home. At what point did you realise that having a fun workplace, having a great team culture, having people that cared about each other and cared about their work and were proud, at what point did you realise that that was an important factor as a business owner? Because there are business benefits of having a great team. Yeah. Right? Efficiency,
absolutely.
productivity, profitability, scalability, reliability. Yeah. They're all benefits of having a great team. But at what point did you realise that that was important as a business owner?
Well, I'd had businesses. I worked for the first 5 years out of uni, and then I've always had businesses. One was in courier, and then it was in accounting. And what I found was that we would go 3 steps forward and a step and a half, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. I said, just the effort you put in to go forward to then go backwards, and it's generally because of the personalities we had within the business, and we just couldn't get continuity. We couldn't get total buy-in, and it was really working out how do we get that. And I think after 15 years of doing that, you have to reflect and say, well, what can I do better, and where's this not working? And we spoke earlier this morning about that whole scarcity mentality, and I think most business owners Do they really believe in their product? Do they really believe that as they get scaled, they're going to be able to get the resources and put the systems in place to scale it up? Do they really believe that? And I don't believe, particularly in the accounting space and even most businesses, that they really believe they can be big. They're really taking on business because they don't want to work for someone, they want to work for themselves, but they find they're working their backsides off and really probably only making a salary. So I looked at it and said, well, when I ventured into this new business, the whole view was my first priority is to set the ground rules around how I want it to be and who I want to be in here. And so my first question was to define that mission and to define the values that would drive the business to generate that culture. I had to firstly ask myself, well, how do I want to be viewed personally? Like, what would people say that I am? Like, do they say I'm a bit of fun? Like, I want people to say Mike's a ripper fella and he likes to have fun. Because that's me. I'm a big kid, really.
No shit. Take a look around the office.
I know. Well, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to be working 8-9 hours a day, 5 days a week. I'll be here with people that I work with more than I'll see my family. So guess what I'm putting in? I'm going to make this like a house that I'm proud of. And that if the staff are going to be here, I've got an obligation to give them that same benefit. And as soon as I did that, everything just turned around. Like, it's just unbelievable, like the change. But I had to design, well, what do we want to be? And I thought, well, if we want to be the best, we want to be big and we want to be the best, to me, what's the word that defines that? And to me, it's outstanding. I want to be outstanding. I want people to say, you know, what we've created is outstanding as a team.